My book and the idea for it was just as you say. I have interviewed many actors campaigning for awards. I've been in rooms where actors have congregated. I've have long relationships with publicists and people who make this Oscar season run. And it struck me as a really interesting staging ground for human drama beyond just the who will win of it all. My book follows five women, all of whom are nominated for a big award, and the award would mean something different to each of them. And I thought it was just an interesting way to explore what what validation all of us crave in our own respective ways, what you know, and what it feels like for those who always win and for those who always lose and for those in the middle. All of these are everyone feels like a winner sometimes. Everyone feels like Charlie Brown destined to lose sometimes. And I think both of those experiences are so kind of central to awards season where there are certain front runners and there are certain people who are just kind of along for the ride, losing at every ceremony. And I think both of those can give rise to real human drama. So basically, we start the novel with Adria, who is the most legendary actress of her time. She is, uh, you know, getting older and seeking to win that final prize to secure her legacy that I am still known as one of the greats. Her great rival is Jenny, who is her contemporary in age. But the difference is that Jenny has never won a big award and craves it so badly because she's worked so hard, but she's always been overshadowed. It's never felt fair to her. And now those are the kind of leading the race, the two elders. And then beyond them, we have Biddy, who is kind of emerging from being a comedy star to make her first dramatic movie and um, just have profoundly insecure and medicates using alcohol her insecurities. Contessa, a former child star who really thinks if I win this award, I will be taken seriously. This would mean something. I would be grown up. And Davina, who is a stage star from London, from the UK, who has never spent time in Hollywood before and is starting to get her head really turned by, wait, they're treating me like a star. I've never been treated like a star before. And winning this award would cement that. So those are kind of what's at stake for all five. And I tried to come up with different types of actors and actresses we all know and kind of flip them on their head and make them add some interesting twist to all of them. As regards actors and actresses, I've spent a great portion of my career both talking to and observing them at close range. As regards, obviously, the fact that I am a man and my characters are women, you know, I just tried to throw myself into the character and kind of go to the place an author goes and channel. And the reader will have to be the judge if that works. But with actors and the way they talk to each other, that's just my career. That's just the rooms I've been in for work where two actors who know each other a little and are crossing paths as one's headed to makeup. Oh, hi, honey. How are you? Oh, I'm so excited for you. Oh, that's a sort of sometimes insincere, sometimes sincere politeness that we all do in our professional careers. Actors are no different. They're just heightened. My hope was the characters are fictional, right? The characters are made up. I wanted the setting to feel as real as possible. Obviously, some things are condensed so that it can be readable, but the backdrop of an awards race, all the different things they have to go to, photo shoots, interviews, earlier what are called precursor award shows ahead of the big night. All of these are kind of the stations of the cross that actors campaigning for a big award have to do. And I think that a lot of people reading my book might be surprised and say, I never realized there was so much to it. I just kind of thought you get nominated for an award, you get a nice dress, and you show up on the night. But in fact, there's this whole economy underpinning it that is, very intense and very time consuming. So I wanted to give a sense of the exhilaration and the collisions that can happen at these other events, and also by the end, a sense on the character's part of exhaustion. Like they've been through they've been through a war and they've fought each other, and also they've fought the system because they've had to go through all these crazy demanding press opportunities and award shows and stuff. Some aspects of the upside are obvious, right? Like if you win a big award, you go down in history, it improves your professional standing among your peers, and it's a nice moment for you that you get to speak on TV. I think the other upside for people in a certain cast of mind is that it's 6 months or however long of opportunities to meet and forge connections with peers. That you're all at these events together, and it's an opportunity to uh, kind of come together, celebrate each other, and maybe make new friends. I think the downside is it is 6 months or longer, and it is a incredibly demanding scenario because, like, if I'm traveling for work, I can just like hop in the cab from the airport and just kind of like pull my hoodie up. These folks have to be on and with it and ready for anything that comes at them because they have to always be putting their best foot forward. They've already given a performance in a movie, and now they're giving a performance of the best, most likable, most award-worthy version of themselves because people want to vote for someone that they can see giving a nice speech up at the podium, right? And so that's the upside and the downside is you could have these incredible life-altering relationships forged within the context of the very long period of your life where you kind of can't really do anything else. And so at first, when I was planning the book, I was like, that would be so funny. That would be so cool. I would really be pulling the rug out from everyone because the reveal would be it doesn't matter. Everyone, every character in the novel has been on this journey, and the award isn't going to change where they end up. Now, I do think that I've made an implicit promise to the reader on page one that they are going to find out who wins. It just felt unfair to cut away. And so without saying who it is, please, I can promise that you find out who wins. And when I was planning it out before I started writing, I considered two possible options, and I went with one of them. I wrote the novel with the outcome in mind. A lot changed, but that once I excuse me, once I started writing, I always knew because it just was kind of I'm at point A and I have to get to point Z. How do I get there?